What's up? It's another Mix It Up podcast. I'm your host, Joel Hawkins, and of course I'm here with
It's Jones.
I don't know what came out of you before that. It was a breath from hell.
It was the breath that you did before you spoke. So I did the same thing. Yeah.
Anyways, so today we're going to be doing Abby Anderson, Heart on Fire in Mexico. YouTube showed it to us, and we were trying to look for the Kodak Black song that we were going to check out after we did Angel and all that, but I was like, you know what, let's just do this because it's here. It's here now. I don't want to go search for it. Let's just watch this. So we're checking out an artist by the name of Abby Anderson, Heart on Fire in Mexico.
It says Heart on Fire in Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, not just Heart on Fire.
I actually remember the title because it was unusual because it said in Mexico.
Okay.
So I'm assuming
She
maybe
better
it's
be
a story based
She
on
better be in
anyway.
Mexico for the video.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when new things are coming out. And don't forget to go to mk5store.com. And as always, we are sponsored by, well, just recently, we are sponsored by mk5studios.com. If you need graphics, web design, video pre and post production, check them out, as well as get 20% off your first project. So I didn't say that on all the other ones, did I?
I thought you were going to say the word. So I was like, when you said and, but you didn't say it. It's okay. It's in the
and
other videos.
Get deliverables.
Yeah, it is.
He's in the same industry, and he doesn't know what a deliverable is. I'm just so amazed.
Just say it out loud on your side of the screen. Go ahead. Deliverables. It just feels weird. I don't know.
I
messed
don't
it up.
care. Whatever.
It's burning.
Yeah, I'll
Heart on Fire.
Boom.
She was a dark-haired Juarez beauty, flirting with the G.I. Joe off-duty, working in for tips at a bar in Mexico. One cigarette smoke break by the back door, turned it to a pack on the hood of his Ford, where he is now, the devil knows. A late night 2 a.m. mistake, but sometimes one time is all it takes. Won't be long now before she starts to show. Can you smell that smoke drifting in the desert wind to San Antonio? Love that senorita becomes a desperate mamacita. You had to go, leave her heart on fire in Mexico.
This is a really good song. Well written.
Turns out all the big dreams she had didn't look like feeding mouths on food stamps. So one night she up and drove away. And that baby girl she left surviving. One day got real tired of crying, grew up mad as hell, and counted down the days. Oh, can you smell that smoke drifting in the desert wind to San Antonio? Oh, that senorita becomes a desperate mamacita. You had to go, leave her heart on fire in Mexico. Go, but in and out of foster home, she had a dream that burned and she made it out. Rolled into those Texas hills, got herself a dark-eyed girl, swore all the tears she cried was a pain she'll never know. Can you smell that smoke drifting in the desert wind to San Antonio? Senorita becomes a desperate mamacita. You had to go, leave her heart on fire in Mexico. In Mexico.
Okay, I don't know who this artist is, but that was dope.
I don't know who she is. Never heard of her.
I mean, that's
New stuff.
That's like a really, really good song. There's something that was honestly way too specific. Like that was very, very specific. It wasn't like, drowned out, generalized and whatnot.
Nah, she said Juarez, Mexico.
She's obviously a Texas girl because they're actually filming. That has to be El Paso or near it.
Well, she said,
San Antone.
Antone?
Went to San Antone.
Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah.
And she was talking about Juarez. That's El Paso. Juarez and El Paso right next to each other. That's where they bordered.
Yeah.
Because that's how I went to Juarez one time.
When she said Juarez, I was like, oh, they talked about that in the Narco show a lot.
Yeah, when I went over there, that was a dangerous place. Even right at the entrance to the border is a dangerous place. I mean, like literally going to the first restaurant I saw and saw someone doing cocaine on the bar. I was like, okay, man, this is kind of brave. This is very brave.
Hey, when the cartel runs the city for quite some time, it will have lingering effects.
Oh, so a lot of people have been searching. Wow. It's a true story.
That makes sense.
It's based on how her mom was conceived.
Oh, okay.
How she came into the world. So that means her grandmother was literally the woman who had a mistake and had to move.
The bartender.
Wow. That's actually pretty cool. She was able to turn that into a really good song. So technically it would be she's the granddaughter of the woman in this song. Okay. Wow, that's really cool. That's pretty amazing. She says, I wrote this song for my mother. Her story has always inspired me. Wait. Why would she write it about her mother? That was her mother coming into the world, but the song's about her grandmother, right? Oh, crap.
No. There was a part where she said in and out of foster homes.
Oh,
so maybe
her grandmother just straight up left.
No, I think the grandmother stayed in Mexico. The Heart on Fire was the mom, the daughter, leaving Mexico. So she left her heart on fire. She left her grandma.
I guess I missed the part where it linked out to, It
was the second or third verse. Because I remember she said like in and out of
so that's how she came to the States. Her mother came to the States. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. So the first verse was about her grandmother. The rest was about her mom. Okay. I don't know why I missed that disconnection. I should have. I'm going to have to listen to it again. That's a really good song. It's well written, and that's obviously the music video version. I wonder if she's like every other artist that puts out 15 different remixes to her own song in the first 8 months. I'm pretty sure there is, because every artist is doing that now, and I get the reason why they're doing it. I just think it's pointless, Like, I get maybe you're doing a compilation, doing this, doing that, but it feels like you're just trying to gain as many views as possible instead of doing what's right for the song and the album. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's just like 90% of the time when I see someone do stuff like that, I'm like, it's not better. It's worse. Some songs don't need to be in piano form, especially if you can't play piano. Some songs don't need to be in acoustic form, especially if you can't play acoustic. I've seen a lot of artists who don't know how to play an instrument, trying to play an instrument very simply while singing their song they wrote, And I'm like, hey, man. Don't play that. If you don't have the ability to do both, don't do both. Just give it practice later off camera where no one's watching. Don't do it now. But it's that's a really well written song. How old is Abby Anderson?
I don't know. My favorite part though was the humming, because no one ever hums in songs.
No, they really don't. They really don't.
Every time I hear it, I'm like, yeah.
I guess because people are afraid to leave space, Usually a solo gets put in or piano or something. Abby Anderson, age. I'm curious how old she would be. She's 26. I don't want to say anything disparaging. If she's 26, that means her mom was going through what she did. Means her mom's probably my age.
Why you say that?
Well, because her grandmother, it was a 2 a.m. mistake. She leaves her mother at however old she was. Mm-hmm. I just have a feeling like that the woman was younger, like not older. Her grandmother wasn't, 40 when she had the kid. She had to have been like 16 or 17 or something.
Well, probably a little older because she was a bartender. So I would assume early 18, 20s. Yeah.
18, 19, 20. Yeah. Because after most people after like 22, 23 kind of do other things. They don't keep being a bartender. Of course, it is Mexico.
Suarez. A lot of drinking.
Suarez, yeah. Okay.
A lot of drinking.
Yeah. A lot of drugs.
Yep.
Well, her mother, her mother was baller. Going to a different country. Just starting from scratch.
That's so country. Going to a different country?
Going to a different country. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Billy Bob's Brady. My name's Baby Billy. If you have the time, guys, you need to check out Gemstones, Righteous Gemstones on HBO. He's got Walter Goggins and dude, the guy who's been in a million movies and television shows. He was on Eastbound and Down. What is his name?
Jeez.
Sorry, I'll cut it out in the video. No one will notice. Danny McBride, Adam Devine, Cassidy Friedman's in it, Gregory Allen Williams, Tim Baltz, Tony Caballero. There's a lot of people. But it's basically about this family. It's like super, like they started off at a small church and then built into a mega church. So it's like a family legacy of a mega church dealing with kind of gangster style stuff, like other churches getting mad about their territory being infringed and stuff. It's a comedy. It's kind of a dark comedy, but it's got a little bit of drama and everything else in it. It's kind of a dark show because at the first episode, you're like, okay, they're super religious, so there's not going to be much cussing. And there isn't until like the last bit of the last episode. And the second episode is like, wow, they are hardcore. How could you call yourself a Christian if you're like, but yeah, you need to watch it. It's a funny ass show. There's a lot of stuff out there. It's great. I'm cutting all this out because y'all don't need to see it. But this was just for you and me. So other than that, I got to say, I love the song. And the video was a little bit boring, but that's because the art direction is purposed for all alone. That's the idea. Yeah. On your own, surviving out in the desert. Yeah. Because I'll say this. I'll be honest. San Antonio, El Paso, Juarez, parts of California, Arizona. Like a lot of that area is pretty much looks exactly like that. Just desert and rocks. And abandoned roads, gravel. Like that's pretty much it. Yeah. Like I always used to hear from people like, Joshua Tree is such an amazing experience and it's so beautiful and gorgeous out there. And I saw pictures of it and I went, that is everywhere here. That looks like everywhere. Well, no, it's not anywhere near anything. It's amazing. Have you been to Texas? 60% of it is empty desert like that. It looks exactly like that. There may be people who own that desert, but yeah, it's there. It's fucking empty and enormous. Like, I don't think people realize how big Texas is, that you could fit like
people in Texas,
a quarter of the seaboard in Texas and still have room to spare, I mean, it takes 10 hours to get from Houston to El Paso.
And Houston ain't even on the edge. You can still go east.
No, that's like, it's just like here, like here's the whole state. And it's like here, that's 10 hours. So that means up here would be 16. Over here would be 10. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of time. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of time, man. It takes more than half the time to get to Pensacola, Florida. More than half the time is getting out of Texas. Yeah. To get to California is a little under half the time to get out of Texas. It's 10 hours and it takes 26 hours to get to Anaheim. Mm-hmm. I know because I've done that trip so much. And 26 hours is us being lazy because let's be honest, if you went full on out, it would probably be less, but yeah, enough of that. It's a lot of the world. I love the song. I'm going to look up more of the new artists. We'll watch some more stuff later. Anyways,
check.
I mean, you think the same thing. What do you think about all of it?
I'd be looking at little stuff, and I was excited about the hums because you just don't get that. It's the difference. For me, it's like the hum is, I don't know, maybe it's like singing from the soul. Because it's the music, but you don't have words, and you can still feel what she's talking about.
You're not thinking about the words, you're just thinking about the emotion,
right?
And the notes and the passion behind it.
That's why I love hums. But I was just happy when, like, the kick drum sounded more like a step, like boots.
Where it was like driving it.
Yeah, but then there's a part where she's dancing and it's still on beat. And something that simple, they could have easily just left it off beat and not paid attention. So I was just happy that
they took attention to detail on it.
In it actually went with the song. I was like, thank you.
Well,
I don't know if they had to speed it up or slow it down, but it's still.
When they were playing it, they always play that stuff so you can do it out in the middle of the desert. That probably sounded amazing too, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, especially it was up against that cliff wall. I bet you it reverberated back and sounded amazing, but
that's
she was just dancing to it.
It still gets lost because there's so many times where I know, just like with people,
because they're trying to fit pieces in the video, and that doesn't necessarily be on beat point or anything.
But it needs.
I know it's just
that's like when people have instruments and it's like, well, that note on, say, like a trombone. It's like,
I can't do it all the time, dude. If you don't have enough footage to cover it, that's the issue. If you don't have enough footage to cover it, and you're like, well, we got to have everything on beat. Okay, well then I guess we're spending another $30,000 to film this. Are you fucking stupid? How about I just use this clip where it's slightly off? What is that on beat? $30,000.
They might have slowed it down or something and sped it up. I don't know. Just make it fit.
Or she could have just been dancing to it and they were like, oh, let's use this clip. Possible. It could be a possibility. I mean, I've done enough video editing to tell you that literally sometimes you got to deal with what you got to deal with. I had one shoot. This was pretty crazy. I had one shoot where all 3 cameras I had actively recording. Just so happened that one of them was it was horrible. The person I hired for it did not know what the fuck they were doing, was doing something different. It was super dumb. And the other person was changing out a battery, and I just happened to have a card go full right at that moment. And I went, shit. So now I got to pull some footage somewhere else and slow it down to make it fit in that part. It looked weird. I hate wasting. You hate wasting too. You know you do. Everyone does. Everyone hates waste. Waste not, want not. I always say it. Anyway. I forgot what I was going to say.
Abby Anderson.
No.
You're going to say that we're going to check out
the thing I always say at the end.
Deliverables.
Fucking asshole. Now I'm not going to remember because you said that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification to know what new things are coming out. I'm sorry, I forgot the thing I say all the time. Every time. It's been a day. I get to go get my car and then immediately go sell it. So, love you guys. Have a good day. Better health, better wealth, my friends. Check you out later.